Hello student, I will discuss about data structure lab using C for third sem IT student. I will discuss all the program that are in your syllabus. I will do for you and you just write it in your practical record. Okay. You have done C programming lab in your first semester, so I think it will be easy for you to do the C programming, and I will show you all the way to run the program that if you have laptop you can do it. Okay, so let's start. So first of all I will discuss about how can you install C. There are many compiler available in internet, you can download it, but I am discussing about Turbo C++. Just download Turbo C++ and unzip the file tc3.zip in a folder. Then click on install.exe to install C++ software, and in Turbo C++ you can run C. And there are many C compiler available, you can load any of them, and there are many online integrated development environment IDE, and you can also run the program in this online IDE. Okay, so you can go for it also. If you have mobile, you can load the Turbo C Droid app to run C and C programs. Okay, so if you have laptop or mobile, if you can do it, then do it. Otherwise just write down the program that I will show you in this video on your record. So let's discuss the first unit. First question is from array, so I will discuss about array. First of all, introduction to data structure. So data structure can be defined as the group of data element which provide an efficient way of storing and organizing data in computer so that it can be used efficiently. Means data structure means it is a method of organizing data in a proper way that we can use it efficiently. And some example of data structure are like array, linked list, stack, queue, etc. Okay. Data structure are widely used in almost every aspect of computer science, that is in operating system, in compiler design, in AI, in graphics. Okay. So in this video class I will discuss about array. So array means array are defined as a homogeneous collection, means similar type of data item stored at a continuous memory location. The data item are continuously stored in the memory location. Okay. And array are the derived data type in C programming language which can store the primitive type of data such as integer, character, double, float. Means primitive type of data and same type of data can store in array. Okay. And array is the simplest data structure which is easy to access. We can access any random element from the array using its index number. Okay. So for example here the array mark 5 define the mark of student in 5 different subject. Okay, means mark of 5 different subject can be stored in a array name called mark 5. Okay, this is the array mark. This is the array mark, and every element can store in separate memory location having index name mark 0, mark 1, mark 2, mark 3 and mark 4. Means index will start from 0 to size minus 1 or n minus 1. So here in case 5 is the size, so 0 to 4. Then array representation. Array can be declared in various way in different language. In C we can write like int array 10, means it is a integer array having size 10, means we can store 10 element in an array. Then here character array, character ARR means it will store 10 character. Float ARR means it will store float element, float 5 element in the ARR. Okay. So this is int array 10. Int is the data type. Array is the name of the ARR AY. This is the name of the array. And 10 means it is the size of the array. And these are the element. Okay. So in this case it is integer, and integer is of 2 bytes if the memory location let 100. Okay. Then the first element 35 is in 100, then the next will be at 102. Continuous memory location means one integer can store in 2 bytes. So 100 and 101 will use to store 35, then 102. The next element is in 102, then the next is in 104, and so on. Okay, in a continuous memory location, the array will store. And the index will start with 0. So array length is 10. So it is 10 minus 1, 9. Okay. Each element can be accessed via its index. For example, we can fetch an element at index 6. Index 6, the element is 27. Okay. So this is the basic representation of array. And these are the basic operation. First is traverse, means print all the array elements one by one, means we are traversing from index 0 to last element, from beginning to last. Okay, that is we can show all the element one by one, that is traverse. Insertion means add an element at a given index. At a particular index we are inserting a number in an array. And deleting means deleting a given element from a given index. Searches an element using the given index or by the value, means by a value or index number we will search an element from the array. Okay, so these are the basics operation, like update an element at a given index. So first is traverse operation. Traverse operation means we will declare an array and accept value of array from the user and display the element of array from 0 to last. Okay. So this is the program to take 5 value from the user and store them in an array and print the element stored in the array. So this is the program. I will explain each line by line, then I will run it for you. So starting line is has include stdio.h. As you know, stdio.h is the header file for input and output statement, means for printf and scanf statement. And main, here after that this is the main function. After this the compiler will execute the program. Okay. So int value 5 means this is the array with integer 5 element. Okay, and I is a variable. Then printf statement will print the statement enter 5 integer. Okay, this will print on the monitor. Then this is the for loop. For loop means it is a iterative loop. So for I equal to 0, it will scanf means accepting an value from the user. So first scanf will store the value in value I. I value is 0, means value 0. First value will be written in this position. Okay. Then the next time the I will increase, I value is 1, then the value will store in value 1. Then again it will increase, then the value will store in value 2. So in this way it will fill up the 5 element in this array. Then the next part is displaying the integer. So then it will printf display integer means it will display this message. Then again for loop, it will display the number of value I. First time I value is 0 means value 0 means it will display the first value. Okay. Then I value is 1, then it will display the second value. Okay. Then I value is 2, then it will display this value. Then I value is, this loop is continuous until I become 4. After 4, it will display the value 4. Then I will 5. Then 5 is less than 5 is not true. It will not enter to the loop. Okay. And I will run it for you in Turbo C++. So we'll just run it in Turbo C++. So this is the Turbo C++ icon. Double click it. Then click on Turbo C++. Okay. So this is the program. int value 5. This is the array. Okay. First, the stdio.h means it is the header file that support printf and scanf statement. Then integer mains mean it will function that start main functions. Then value 5 is an array which will store 5 element, 5 integer element. Then printf enter 5 integer, it will print on the screen. Then this for loop is for accepting value. Scanf means it will accept value and store it in the array for 5 element. Okay. Then next is displaying integer. For displaying, we are again using for. So for I equal to 0, I less than 5 and I plus plus, and it will display all the value from the array element. So first of all, we have to compile Alt plus F9. Okay, there is no error. Then run it. Okay, enter 5 integer. So first one is 20, then 30, 40, 50 and 60. Okay, then for output, Alt plus F5. Displaying integer. Okay, hence this is the program for traversion of an array. It will accept the element from the array and display it. So now let's go to the, this is the output. Okay, let us do the second program to find the average of n number using array. Here the size is n. Okay, so in this program, first of all we have to write include stdio.h for printf and scanf statement. Then int main. Okay, here in this case mark 10 means I have declared an array of 10 element, and the variable sum is for sum of the element and average to store the average. Then asking for number of elements, enter number of element. The size will given by the user and store in the variable n. Okay, if the user want, he can store 3 element or 4 element within 10. Then for loop to accepting the element, enter number. Okay, enter number means it will accept the number and it will stored in the array. Okay, mark 0 means in the first element, then mark 1 means in the second element, and this element is sum in the sum variable. First element, let the first element is 11, then 11 will store in mark 0 and 11 will store at sum, because first time the sum is 0, then sum plus equal to mark I means sum equal to sum plus this, here the statement is sum equal to sum plus mark I. Okay. You can also write the statement. This two statement is same. I am giving a comment line. Okay. So the element 11 will sum with 0. Then the sum value is 11. Again the for loop will again execute it. Then the I value is 1. Here let the element for mark 1, the element is 10. Okay, here sum is 11, 11 plus 10, 21. Okay, means in sum the element are, the array element are add up in sum. Okay, after that average formula is sum by n. Here it is the size of the array and it will display the average. So let us do this in the Turbo C++. I have written the program here. So first line is has include stdio.h. This is the header file for printf and scanf statement. Then int main. Then accepting the number of element, and mark 10 is the array. Sum and average for storing the sum and average value. Then the for loop to accepting all the elements of array, and sum is for adding up the elements of array. Okay, this is the formula to calculate the average. Means in this program we are finding the sum of element of an array and average. Okay, so let's compile it. Okay, zero error. Then run it. Enter number of element. I am giving here three element. So 10, then 20, then 30. Okay. Then output is Alt F5. Okay. So this is the average. So this way you can run the program in C. And you can also copy this program, or write the program in online IDE. Also I will show it in online IDE. This is the greeksforgeek.org, and you can just write the program here. Okay, then give the output. This is the program to display 5 integer. So here 1, I'm giving the input, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here click on run. So this is the output. Okay. Just write the code in any online ID, Riskofgive or in tutorial.com, any online ID, you write the code and click on run. So in this method, you can run these two program, write these two program in your lab record, and in the next class, I will discuss about array insertion and array deletion. Thank you.